I'm Jordan Carlos, and it's time for Can We Talk About This?
My name's Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump.
Tom Hanks, co-starring with the likes of JFK, Elvis Presley, and John Lennon, was a smash back in 1994.
Hey, wasn't that Gump?
But ever since, criticism of Forrest Gump has been like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. With me to go back to the summer of Gump is former Obama speechwriter and host of the podcast Love It or Leave It, Jon Lovett. Tell me why Forrest Gump is so iconic.
I am sobbing at every poignant moment. I can sit here and I can bullshit all day about all the problematic aspects of this movie, but you put your eyeballs and your ears on Forrest Gump and the movie will work on you every time. That Zemeckis is a witch.
And that's all I have to say about that.
From the first time you saw it to now, has your opinion about the film changed? And if so, how?
Yeah, I saw it as a kid in the context of like, this movie is extraordinary. The entire culture was focused on Forrest Gump.
It's a household name.
It does have incredible performances. It is an incredible achievement, the way it weaves this story through all of the American history of the last half century. But the movie refuses to have a politics on certain really important issues, like because they've used this person with a disability as a stand-in for an innocent child. Forrest Gump doesn't know what's wrong with America, but we do.
What I do see is a lack of confrontation or facing up to the problems with America.
It's not like Forrest Gump is a conservative. But look what happened to Jenny when Jenny embraced liberalism, cosmopolitanism, socialism, whatever. She becomes a hippie, she goes down a terrible path, and the film punishes her for it.
It is a complete rejection of anything counterculture,
Yes.
right? Counterculture meant death or equal death. For me, that was a lot.
Yeah.
John, people criticize the movie as emotionally manipulative. What's your take on that?
I think it's like unfair to say it's emotionally manipulative because like that's why we go to the movies. If they weren't emotionally manipulative, they're not good. Like that's what they're supposed to do. This is Robert Zemeckis at like the height of his powers. Every single aspect of the movie is working. I think some of the problems I have with it are around the ways in which the characters are caricatures. Like Forrest Gump is a caricature of a person with a mental disability. Lieutenant Dan is a caricature of a Vietnam veteran. Bubba is a caricature of a black Southern man. But it is a movie that tells a story about America as a caricature. But the problem is, okay, a caricature is an exaggeration. What are you trying to say about the last half century, about the horrors of it?
And I wonder what exactly had to be left out in order to make this family fair, right?
Forrest Gump is what happens when a group of people decide that they're at the end of history looking back over it. Now that we're no longer racist, now that we're no longer misogynist, like, wow, glad history's over. And of course, that is not true at all.
It did surprise me how emotional I got watching the film.
It is poignant and it is touching. Morally, we come out of it being like, I have a bad feeling in my stomach. So in that sense, it's actually, I think, more like overeating at the Cheesecake Factory. Like, every element is great. What is that, a Tex-Mex egg roll? Okay, delicious. Is that Italian? Send it in. That Diet Coke is enormous. I will consume all of this, and then I will go home, and I will feel very, very bad. Why? Because all of that should not have been given to me.
I think that is the magic of Forrest Gump.
Like, it works.
Thank you so much to my guest, Jon Lovett.
Thank you.
I'm Jordan Carlos, and my mama always says, enjoy the movie.